Do you think it's important to have jobs, or do these people need to create businesses? In other words, become entrepreneurs. Is that the future, to become an entrepreneur?
Actually, I know many people who are younger than I am. I'm 29. They are starting very successful startups and businesses. Some of them are actually employed and they are managing their own business also, and some of them they're just starting their own business. Some of them are still students, and I'm very happy with this approach. But I guess in Egypt we need to spread this kind of culture, because in Egypt the economy is a little bit tough. So we need to add some risk management to these people. That's why I always advise people, if you want to start your own project, balance between even a part-time job, a freelancing job, just have a source of income and start also your own business.
Do you think this shared economy structure is going to be one of the key ways that will absorb the Egyptian young people?
I guess so. For example, in Egypt there are many taxi drivers who have their own degrees. I'm talking about taxi drivers now. But some people from the intermediate society, they say, no, I'm not going to work as a taxi driver.
Yeah.
But here comes Uber and other organizations, they support those kind of people. Maybe I have a degree, but I don't want to work as a taxi driver, but here now I have Uber, so I can work with Uber.
So Uber is giving them coolness, which they didn't have before.
Exactly, yeah.
So basically it's a revolution to bring together rather than a revolution to explore.
Exactly.
Okay, excellent. Now, as far as your magazine is concerned, can you describe your magazine? Is it online? Is it physical? Is it how does it work? And where does it distribute to?
Simply, it's a website. We publish articles daily, weekly, whenever it's available. There's no stress in that. We thought about printing the magazine, but I took opinions from different people. They told me, you don't need to print it. You're just going to hassle yourself with a monthly deadline and expenses and so on. And the future now is digital. And another thing is the magazine is a non-profit so far. Other magazines, they can charge you for money to make an interview with you and to put the logo of your organization and so on. We do all this for free. If we're going to have a source of income, it will be only through advertising, not through interviews. So my aim is to actually help your organization and support your organization as a case study. Because the interview does not support the product of the organization, it supports the management style of the organization. It highlights that. So it's case studies for students, for HR people, for other HR managers. They can just go and explore how other HR people function.
As you can see, our company is called MAD Talks. MAD stands for Make a Difference. That's MAD. How do you make a difference in people's lives?
Through the magazine or mainly?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Through the magazine, there are two kinds of developments. First of all the team that works with me, we are all volunteers, including myself. And if you notice, if you go through the website, you will find that we care so much about copyrights. I'll tell you an example. I work with university students. They still didn't graduate, but they're studying, for example, media. They want to become journalists after they graduate. So I support them, I give them online workshops, sometimes face-to-face coaching on journalism. And this way they make interviews, they help us manpower, and the interviews published under their names. And after they graduate, they'll be graduated like everyone made like 20 or 30 interviews. We support them to build their CV this way, and of course we add benefit to ourselves. We're trying to expand this culture internationally. We want to make deals with different universities. For example, let's say South Africa. Make a deal with the university there. Students will do the interviews about managers and business case studies in South Africa. They're going to support their own culture.
Yeah. So what are you mad about?
I'm mad about learning.
Mad about learning?
Yeah.
Mad about thinking?
Mad about thinking.
Mad about writing?
Mad about writing. Mad about reading.
So you're basically mad about being able to grow people's minds.
Of course. And talking about reading, reading is not reading a book, because both of us, we can read the same book, we would understand it and analyze it and so on, but a third person is going to read the same book and they're not going to learn anything from it. So reading actually is about observing, analyzing, criticizing. So maybe you don't read books, but you're able to read people, you're able to read situations, you're able to read life itself. So reading is a talent. People think that reading is only about books. No, it's talent. And same thing goes to writing. If you're a manager in our organization, you're not writing books, but you're writing what's going on in the organization. You're writing the plan. You're writing through your employees. You're writing actions, actually.
It's very good. Very good insight. Thank you very much indeed. Really
Thank you so much.
The focus on adding value. I mean, it's apparent we're in the UAE. We obviously understand